Well, we are going to wait just a few minutes. I have no idea where I'm supposed to be looking, so hopefully I'm not looking off into space. We're going to wait just a couple minutes and let everyone come on in. Come on in the room. So I'm having to do this live because uh I'm having like computer crap going on. Okay, guys? I had to take my main computer in for a tune up, a checkup. She was not happy. And then, yeah, and so I had to do that. And then the other computer I have just does not have the power. So we just had to do this live today, y'all, because I needed to get these out and get this to you guys. So we're just going to let people come in the room. You know, we are not going to let technology mess with us. Okay, we is not going to let technology mess with us. So let me see if I can. Oh, that's where I see the chat. All right, let me go over here. Child, look. I don't know nothing about this here iPad, y'all. So you just gonna have to give me a moment to figure it out. Welcome, 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 Scorpio. This is Elisa, and this is Heart of Inspiration. And here at this channel, we are helping you lead a spirit-led, whole and healed, peaceful, and prosperous life. Okay, hello there. So what we're gonna do first, actually, let me talk about the astrology just for a hot, quick second. The astrology for Scorpio. This is going to be a general reading here for Scorpio Sun, Moon, and Rising. Scorpio Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's going to be a general read. Um, I want you all to pay attention, Scorpios, to a couple of dates. You know, March here is the month of renewal. It's the month of rebirth. It is the first month of the actual new zodiac or astrological year. So this is really the new year as we have it. Hey, hey, hey. And so by that token, for that reason, this is really going to be the month where all of this winter stuff that we've been dealing with, all of these seeds that we've been dealing with, sowing all of this brand spanking new energy, right, that we have been dealing with, the foundational changes and so on and so forth that have been occurring with us, this newfound spirituality that we have, right? How we fit as an individual into the collective. All of that now we should begin in March to see some of these things blossom and some of these things, take greater effect. So because of that, there's a few dates two dates in specific I want us to really think about. The first is going to be on March 13th, 12th, 13th, the new moon that is occurring in Pisces. Now, that new moon is going to be trining your sun, your moon, your rising, Scorpio. Okay. So, of course, we have the conjunction between the moon and we have between the moon and the sun. That's a new moon. And then we also, though, we've got a stellium going on in Pisces at this point in time. That will be, well, right now, technically, not yet. But anyway, we have Neptune and Venus that are also going to be conjunct as well. And those two planets will also be then conjunct to the sun and the moon. So we got a real super, super intense amount of energy that's coming into play. Because of that, I want us to be very, very careful that the intentions we set forward on March the 13th, 12th, 13th, depending upon where you're at in the world, okay? Depending upon where you're at in the world. I want us to be very, very careful and have a lot of consideration in those intentions. These intentions you need to be tapping into your highest self. You need to be tapping into and speaking to your ancestors, speaking to your angels. Indeed, I will say, speak to spirit, your guides. We need to be in touch with the God and the goddess within us. Piscean energy is a little bit more on the feminine side, right? Because it's that water intuitive and that deep water, deep intuition. Let's be very cognizant of what we're hearing. Let's be very cognizant of what we're feeling. Let's be very cognizant of all of these wonderful gifts, plans, a purpose that has been being illuminated to us over the course of the last year. Okay, water signs, we've come through a whole year of a lot going on in Capricorn foundationally, and we've had to deal with a lot of our own real ish. You can't manifest anything unless you're dealing with your own real ish, right, in the 3D. You also can't manifest anything if you're not in tune in the 5D to really get that higher thought and that those higher concepts. So I want to encourage you to do that. I want to also encourage you, if you guys didn't get a chance to watch the Sunday Soul podcast, the last 2 weeks we've been going through the Hermetic Principles. This past week, at the time of the recording of this, which is March 8th. So on March the 7th, that Sunday Soul podcast, I went through the first principle, the principle of mentalism. It is very important that we raise our mental game, that we raise it to the 5D, that we raise it up where it needs to be. Okay? So that's very critical. Set really the dreams, the things that you truly love to do, those are the intentions at this new moon. That's pretty much across the board for everyone. But I do feel like with Scorpio, sun and moon and rising, but primarily sun and moon, it's really going to be an illumination to how we either feel about it or what is our true deep down, right? Like those thoughts, those dreams, those desires, that spirituality, that purpose that you don't really tell anybody. You don't tell your good Judies. You don't tell nobody. Okay, because you're afraid people are not going to believe it. They're not going to believe in you, what they're going to say about it, or you yourself may not trust yourself. So it's really going to be really super important that you really go deep within and say, okay, I've investigated this long enough. It's time for me to go on and do it. And if you need to do some more investigation and need to do some more deep introspection, then I need you to do that as well. Okay. At that same time, we're still going to have, of course, the stellium in Aquarius with Saturn, Jupiter, and Mercury. So this is still going to illuminate in the collective what's really going on. Where should your foundation really lie, and what are the new additions to the foundation? What are the new additional gifts, the additional plans, the additional inspiration in Jupiter, and then what is it that Spirit is giving you, and then in Mercury and Aquarius helping you then to gather your thoughts about it, get some accurate thoughts surrounding it, and then also though be able to then tell that thought to everyone, right? Be able to communicate that thought well. Also, as I'm looking at the chart, you still, of course, have Uranus opposing your sun and moon in Taurus. So you're still got some upsetting of the apple carts that are happening. You still got some changes. You're still going to be going through a lot of changes. Okay? But everything is direct. So let's give it the program. All the planets are direct. Spirit is saying, let's get it, let's go. Let's rock it. Okay? And then we have Mars then in Gemini during this time period as well. So this is really going to be a strong push. That can be a bit of a, 30, 60, 90, 120. That's going to be quincunxing you. So this is really, to me, by that quincunx, yes, it's giving you a little bit of, I'm not sure. But everything else is really saying, you got to finally be sure. We have to finally move off the dime. Okay, let's get it going. Everything is direct, so you have no reason to hold back. Now, let's go look at the other date I want us to be very careful with, or very attuned to, and that is the spring equinox on March the 21st. Now, that is happening. The moon will start the spring equinox in Gemini, and then very quickly during the early part of the day, it's going to move into Cancer. What does that mean? That there's going to be some quick thought about what we're to do, right? This is the breakout energy, okay? The Sun and Venus will be conjunct at 0 degrees Aries. Holy cats, if you don't get your life in order and get to moving and get to stepping and get to taking advantage of this rebirth energy, I don't know what is. I don't know what else is going to move you off the dime, okay? No idea. Hey, mystical. And also then by that point, Mercury will have entered into Pisces with Neptune. Coming up fast, coming up hard. Everything is still direct. We will not have, at the equinox, we will not have any planet in retrograde. So these 2 dates for me, are saying, let's get moving. This is saying, I've been telling you, I've been showing you, There's nothing. What it's time to move. It's time to act on your 5D energy. Okay, Scorpio, you've done enough of the trying to figure things out. It's time to move now. Get off the dime, you know it. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna pull a little. And I think for a lot of you, by the end of March, if you are really adhering to this energy and really taking it to heart, you are going to know beyond a shadow of a doubt and feel motivated and feel activated to go on and start that business, start that, um, move into your purpose in a real way, all of that kind of great stuff. You're really going to feel that it's time for you to do that. And everything is going to be aligning for you to change your daily, for you to change your energy, for you to change and restructure and really step into what is it you truly love, man. And don't be ashamed of it. Don't be ashamed of it. Do not. So we're going to pull 3 oracles. The first oracle, again, we're doing this old school, y'all. The Sacred Power reading cards. We're going to pull that first oracle card here. Can I get 1 card, please, for Scorpio Sun, Moon, and Rising? 1 card, please. Scorpio Sun, Moon, and Rising. We have exploration. Exploration. I'm going to pull 3 different oracles and 1 of each, and then we'll move forward. Next, we're going to pull from the Keepers of the Light. And when I figure out where the heck to look on this camera, we'll all be good. 1 card, please, for Sun, Moon, and Rising. 1 card, please. Sun, Moon, and Rising. 1 card, please, for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Ooh, Archangel Michael. You show you Archangel Michael. Trusting heaven. You are safe. Angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. How many of you guys know that life or creation is in and of itself a miracle? I'm no longer gonna call this manifestation. I'm gonna call this creation, because that's truly what it is. It is creation. It is a miracle, and you have the ability to create. Okay, the ability to create. Be open. That's right. Be open for the miracles. 1 more card. Oh, this is from the Flower of Life, the Wisdom of Astar. Now, the Flower of Life Oracle, this Denise Jarvie deck, I really am enjoying it. It's they're all these cards are channeled messages she received directly from Spirit. So I love it. 1 card, please. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Thank you. It would help if I had them right side up, wouldn't it? Oh, we have love. And I'm going to read it to you. Love can overcome and heal anything. Love is all. And anything else is fear constructed by our minds. Love is divine power. Love is a state of being, not an emotion to make you feel good when you think something is missing. When you truly become love, you will see and feel nothing is missing. Look beyond your perceived assumptions about everything and see into the heart of all. At the heart of all experience is unconditional love. When you are completely present, you will feel the gift. You're present. The gift may show itself as a good or bad situation. However, it is time to unwrap your present experience, tear off the wrapping, and find your gift, the gift of love. I'm going to, considering the astrology, what I'm hearing is that this March is a time for you to explore your inner goddess, your inner god. And I'm going to choose to say your inner goddess much more so than your inner god. Shout out to Hood Mystic. I'm going to actually tag him. I'm going to probably do a quick video on him. He just did a video, Hood Mystic. This brother is so awesome. And he was talking about the goddess Chaos and how the goddess Chaos is truly the goddess of all creation. Everything, chaos is not a bad thing, but we have to explore our inner goddess and our inner creator in order to then achieve creation. Now, creation being from the goddess, being from male and female, coming to get together, your divine feminine and divine masculine coming together to create, right? How does this typically happen? Usually we like to think that the man and the woman have some sort of love or some sort of feeling, right? There's some love there, right? I'm going to encourage you, what I'm hearing from Spirit is encourage you to trust heaven, trust God, trust Spirit, Your miracle is here. The miracle of creation of your new life is here. You have to explore within yourself what is holding you back and then release that and have some unconditional love for yourself, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Have some unconditional love for yourself. And stop the chaos and the craziness of not believing in yourself. Okay? Stop that chaos and that craziness of not believing in yourself. Because that is truly the only way that you are going to then experience not only the true love of self, but then utilizing the energy of love. And love is creation, right? If God is love, if spirit is love, if the universe is based on love, love is the frequency of creation. And your new world is all based on how well do you trust yourself? How well are you going to hear from your higher self? How well are you going to hear from spirit? And how well are you going to trust the frequency of love, even when it does not look like it is going to work out? Because I guarantee you that seed, as it's been germinated and it's fighting to get up to the top, right? The little seedling is fighting to get up to the top so it can break through and it can then receive the sunlight and the warmth and the energy of the sun and live and thrive just like you. You are fighting to get to the top and break through the ground. And I'm telling you, in this time, in this March, you have the power. You have the ability. Your miracle is just this far away. And you've been toiling. I don't know who this is for. You've been toiling. You've been working. You've been sweating. You've been considering. I got to try this. I got to try this. I got to try that. And it's being done out of fear and not out of love. You have to be vibrating at the frequency of love for your miracle to break through. Now, y'all got a little preaching there. We're going to get a little bit of clarification. I'm going to get on out of here from the Light Seekers Tarot. Goodness. All right. 7 of Wands is the energy that's coming towards you. And so we're going to look at that. We're going to pull a quick 5. Energy coming towards you in March is 7 of Wands. The energy you're bringing is the Hermit. The energy that might be an obstacle for you is the 6 of Cups. Ooh, I know what that is right now. I'm listening to y'all scorpionic minds right now. What's going to help you overcome is the Fool. That's the energy going to help you overcome an outcome or advice. Can I get some outcome or advice, please? Yep. 5 of Swords, and we're going to clarify that. Listen, the 7 of Wands energy, you see how zen she is? And she's like all these different things that's coming at her, these thoughts, these passions, these attacks even. These wands are coming at her, all this fire. She's like, you know what? I'm living within my little bubble. I ain't trying to hear what none of y'all got to say. I am in my bubble. Because she understands, and you should understand, that the chapter that you've been living in is ending with that World card. And justice and true balance. This is Libra energy. There could be a Libra involved as well. But justice and true balance are coming. You got to find your zen and find your balance. You got to stop putting too much in and not getting enough out. And you got to start putting some more in so you can get more out. If you're withholding, you're not going to get it. You got to let yourself run free. You're studying. You're doing a lot of introspection with the Hermit. You're becoming the alchemist that you truly are and being set and settled, right? Judgment, because you are studying and you are coming up to your higher calling. You know it is time. With the Ace of Pentacles, because you know all things are being made brand new right here in this time period. Now with this 6 of Cups, the past, babies, and for some of y'all, the family. Some of y'all is your spiritual family. Some of y'all is your real family. Some of y'all is your own past. You are so stuck back there and what did and didn't work before, and you're looking for somebody that you had helped or that had helped you in the past, okay, to come back. Ain't nobody coming. And whatever happened in the past, you got to let it go. Nine of Swords, and this anxiety of, well, it hasn't worked before, Miss Lisa. I've tried these things before, or I've been doing all this, and I've been seeking, and I've been doing this stuff. It ain't worked before. How is it going to work now? And so, Four of Pentacles, you close your heart off. You got to open your heart, let love flow, and let the energy go. The Fool, you got to try something new. That's the energy that's going to help you out. That's the energy that's going to help you out. Okay, you can't keep doing the same thing over and over again. And that's the definition of insanity. Do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. You got to do something new, baby. And you got to release with the devil card all the toxicity and everything like that and your obsession with perfection. It's all not going to line up. Sometimes you got to take a step, and everything else that you've been putting in place all of a sudden will fall in, and you got to have a new way of thinking. You got to have a new attitude with this Ace of Swords. Okay, what did I do with that Nine of Swords? She just fell by the wayside, didn't she? I must have put her back. I didn't want to be bothered with her. Anyway, you have to have a new attitude, a new way of thinking. Outcome or advice, Five of Swords. Don't get in your head, because you are on Four of Wands on your path. This is your life path. Five of Swords. Do not get in your head. Do not get in your head, Scorpio. Let it go. Knight of Cups, you're going to be receiving messages and people are going to come and support you. I do believe that your ancestors in a new way are going to come speak to you. And I believe for some of you, you're going to begin to hear and know from spirit and see visions that you've never seen before. You're going to know the spirit is behind you 150%. And with this Page of Wands, you're going to be ready to go on and start that brand new. Okay, the brand new. The brand stinking new. Okay, here we go with the Emperor. So I'm going to need you to stand, and having done all to stand, stand. Okay, having done all to stand, stand. Yes, because you've been walking with the Knight of Pentacles carefully for far too long. It's time for you to have that new attitude and let that passion arise with that Ace of Wands, because you come through this Tower moment. Everything that has been shaken, Scorpio can be shaken, already has. There ain't nothing else left to shake. It's time for you, Queen of Swords, to live in your truth, walk in your truth, speak your truth, and know that you are truth, so that you can find the Nine of Cups in your own self-satisfaction, your own self-fulfillment. This is the Nine of Cups energy. All right? Okay, y'all, you know what? That's all I got. I ain't got no more, as they say. So listen, there's some links, or there will be once I get this uploaded and everything. All the things. I haven't gone live in a while. There's going to be some links down there, and maybe Mystical, if you're in here. I have a link tree, okay? It is link, linktr.ee/Heart of Inspiration. Go there if you have been wanting to do a certification to become an energy healer, spiritual counselor. Lightworker Academy that we've started has such. And I would love to talk to you to see if you know that's part of your plan and that's part of your purpose. It's a masterclass and a certification if you would like to get involved in that. So book a 15-minute call with me. That's in my link tree. And all my other socials are in there as well. Instagram, TikTok, I think, and IG. Okay. All right, guys. I will talk to y'all soon. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love y'all so much. Thanks for being here. Namaste. Bye, guys.